What's up, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon. MLB DFS video. It is Tuesday. It is April 22nd. We are back. We've already put out the NBA playoffs video for today, which I will link at the end of the video. But if you want to check that out and have a second chance or a third chance to win a free pass to FTA Plus, go check that out afterwards. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. I think Tuesdays we're going to do things differently. I think we're going to do top 5 Tuesdays, meaning I had some good feedback to this last week when we did the video, but on Tuesdays, I think we're going to do top 5s at each position. We'll go through some stats. We'll talk about it that way. Other than that, every other day is usually a full breakdown of every single game, every single pitcher and batter, but give a little bit of variety on Tuesdays. So we'll talk about that. We'll do top 5 Tuesdays. We'll still do the same thing. So we'll go through those top 5s. Then we'll go through all of the batters that have a 10 out of 10 matchup rating through 10,000 simulations. We'll do pitches be crazy. We'll do Makin bacon bets. We'll put all of that together as well. So Tuesdays, be on the lookout. Put it in your calendar, top 5 Tuesdays. If you've never been here before, we try to have giveaways every single day. 2 giveaways in these videos to be exact, and you can do a third way in the NBA video. But here's how to win. You got to like this video, you got to be a subscriber to this channel, and you got to leave a comment. If you do all 3 of those, and this video gets at least 50 likes, you'll have a shot at a free week of FTA Plus, which is every single sport that's in season, which is every single sport up here outside of NFL. If this video gets at least 100 likes, you'll have a chance at a free month. 150 likes, a free year. 200 or more likes on this video, a chance at a lifetime pass. So go ahead, make sure you check that out. So I do want to tell you, it is $10 for a weekly pass. It is a recurring $10. If you get in now, it'll stay $10. But if you wait, it will go up. It's going to be going up to $15. The month is probably going to go up $5 as well. So if you guys get into those prices now, you'll be locked in. But after Friday, the prices will go up $5. So if anyone's questioning that, let me know. Still have a couple of passes left for the yearly pass for $99 instead of $199. If you want to email me right now, dfshelp1@gmail.com. The email is down below. You can check that out. We also have a free Discord down below. But I do want to have the giveaways from yesterday's video. So this is because we hit over 50 likes in that video. We hit 104 likes. So this person right here is going to win a free month of FTA Plus. If the keyword is here, we're still going to re-roll it for the keyword. There you go, Lionheart. Congratulations. Please email me. Let me know your username on the website, and in the subject line, say you are the 422 views video winner or something like that. And let me know your username. You have won a free month of FTA Plus on top of whatever you have on our website already. Now the keyword was blues, so we're still going to re-roll it, and we're still going to see you have a 1 in 43 chance to be the winner again as well. So the winner of the keyword is Ricky Rose. Congratulations to both of you. Please email me, and we will get you set up for your free passes right now. So again, if you've never been to the site, go to FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. Under the MLB tab, we have a ton of information from our matchup tool down to projections to simulations. So before I run this video, we do 10,000 simulations. About an hour or 2 hours before first pitch, we do 20,000 simulations. We update the batter splits, the BVPs, the sims, the projections. All of that is updated. We have umpire factors, we have ballpark factors, we have team bullpen stats. So if you think a starter's doing well, and we will make sure we try to give you as much information as we possibly can. So without further ado, we are going to jump into top 5 Tuesday. We honestly don't have that many 10 out of 10 matchups today. Weather's not really a concern. We should be pretty good with weather and stuff like that. But I did want to just show you with Fanduel today, just the all-day slate, just to kind of get a feel for what we're looking at here. So starting off, pitchers, number 1 right now, Chris Bubich. He's the 3rd highest priced here on Fanduel. He's got a fantastic matchup. It's in Kansas City, which is a pitcher's ballpark, against the team that strikes out the most. He comes in somehow with a 1.88 ERA. He's averaging 40.5 fantasy points per game on FanDuel. He is 10,000, so he is expensive. But I mean, he's had 2 really good games, a so-so game, and then against the Yankees, 25. So his worst game, but his worst game was still 25 fantasy points. We look at this, and he just has a great matchup here. Early ownership is pretty high just because of how much Colorado does strike out. They strike out more on the road than they do at home, and they're striking out an average of over 11 times a game. So I think he might go a little bit under-owned here, but I do have Chris Bubich as number 1. I think a lot of people are going to be on Chris Bassett, who, in his right mind, I think he's leading the AL. I think. If it would load, he's averaging 44. You can see he's averaging about 4 fantasy points more. He is also more expensive, and he goes up against, he's going up against Houston. But my number 2 is Nick Pivetta. So Nick Pivetta coming in, a 157 ERA. I'm very surprised at his ERA. Had one bad start, and the rest have been good. One against Atlanta, one against Colorado, one against the Cubs. Gets a matchup here against a Detroit team that he overall, in his career. So again, he's been around a while, and we look at this, and he's faced 57 plate appearances against this team, 31.6 K percentage against them, only a 3.5 walk percentage, so he's not walking them. Got a 255 batting average against him and a 321 WOBA. It is on the road. I get that. Detroit put up some runs yesterday. But again, I told you yesterday, I like Detroit over Randy Vasquez, and that worked out for us. So I do like Nick Pivetta number 2. Again, I don't like how expensive he is, but I am okay with it for what it is. So I'll have Nick Pivetta number 2. Number 3 is Christopher Sanchez versus the Mets. So this is in New York. This is a pitcher's ballpark. Comes in with a 2.96 ERA, which we love to see that as well. In his career, they obviously being in the same division, they see each other a ton. And with that, 111 plate appearances against this team, 28.8 K percentage, 220 batting average, 7.2 walk percentage. And at under a 300 WOBA, he's got a 292 WOBA against them, which if this were in Philly, I probably would like it a little bit less, but I do like him number 3 here in New York against the Mets, coming off just a fantastic start, 61 fantasy points, 7 innings in that game, and 12 strikeouts. So not saying he's going to get those 12 strikeouts. He's kind of been up and down with strikeouts. I could see 8 strikeouts in this one. Juan Soto could be, not doing very well to start the season. But you look at that, Lindor's been on fire, but if he can go around Lindor, I think he has a good shot here. So I do like Christopher Sanchez number 3. Now, I will tell you, I'm not always right, guys, and you guys know that. I'm just trying to give you what we have. So Top 5 Tuesday is a little bit different than what our normal videos are, but I wanted to bring that to you. Number 4 right now is Amanaga. He's down here at 8,800. Now he's going up against the Dodgers. People are going to be like, oh, why are you looking at that? I say that because he's already faced them once this year. It was the first game of the season, 4 innings pitched, 18 fantasy points, only 2 strikeouts. I get that, but I wanted to be a little bit, this is more of a tournament play. I don't think a lot of people are going to be on it. He had that game, and then against Texas, 12, but against San Diego, at San Diego, 36 fantasy points. Versus San Diego, 41 fantasy points. Against Arizona, 40 fantasy points. Now, this is more of a tournament option because, again, the Dodgers are a great team, but you can see they have been beat in the past. This year, they've put up some low-scoring games as well. So Amanaga comes in. He's averaging 29.4. He's 8,800. You're going to save almost 2,000 if you don't pay up at the higher positions there. And then number 5 might come a little bit crazy because you see all these other guys up here. Like, there's some good spots, and then there's not. But I'm kind of liking Nick Martinez against Miami. So comes in, averaging 19.5. Does have a 6 ERA, so this is more of a tournament option. And it's only because of how bad I think Miami generally are overall. Nick Martinez, 20 plate appearances, 250 batting average, 30K percentage against them, and has not walked any of them in basically one start. So comes in, I think he'll be under-owned here. He's 6,700. He allows you to pay up at other positions quite easily. And I feel like everyone's going to, this will be a lower-owned option, especially for tournaments. So if you want to see all of the rankings, all the projections, all the simulations, that is under the MLB tab, which you can find right here. And those will be updated. Usually we update with now, early morning with 10,000, and then a couple of hours before first pitch, or the main slate, or whatever slate. It's usually the main slate. And I forgot to mention those likes that you need to put in there. We need to hit at least 50 before the lock of main slate. After lock, that's when we start running the video for the next day. So make sure you put our bell notifications on so you guys know when we go live or when we put our videos out, so you can be first in there to get your like and your comment in there. But do not spam the comment. So looking at catchers, first off, I've got Shea Langoliers here that I have number 1. So he's averaging 10.51 fantasy points per game. This A's team is really good. Langoliers, 3,300, a kind of a cheap option there. A little bit cheaper is Cal Raleigh, big dumper. I like this matchup here for him. He's averaging 13.96. He's $100 less. So if you are going to go with a Mariner stack, I am completely okay with that. Another one is Sean Murphy going up against St. Louis. 13.42 fantasy points per game is what he's averaging when he gets in there, right around the same price point as well. Could be a little bit sneaky option. Salvador Perez is number 4 for me, going up against Colorado. I love this matchup here against, I think it's Feltner. Against Ryan Feltner. He's only batting 182, but has 2 home runs. It's more of a cheaper option. You could use him for catcher or first base. Really just depends. And then number 5 for me right now is Adley. I'm very surprised Adley's 3,000, but this matchup here against Washington, I do like this. So I've got Adley at number 5. Then we go with first baseman. So first base, I've got Bryce Harper number 1. I don't think that should be a surprise going up against the Mets. He usually kills the Mets. 4,100, averaging 13.61. Nate Lowe is number 2. In that same matchup there against Baltimore, I do like this for a little bit cheaper option at 2,900. He's averaging 10.25. Number 3 is Ty France. These are all through 10,000 simulations, so they can and will change throughout the day. But Ty France in this matchup here, I love this. 2,800, comes in, batting 234, so a little bit lower. Been a couple, down a couple of games for him, but I think he should go under owned, and I think it might be in a good spot there. And next one is Josh Naylor. Number 4 is Josh Naylor, averaging 13.28 in a matchup here against Tampa Bay. It's in Arizona, which is a pitcher's ballpark or a hitter's ballpark. So we like to see it's a dome. Weather's not going to be a problem. He's batting 333 again this year, 15 RBIs with 4 bombs. And number 5, I've got Vinny Pasquantino going up against Ryan Feltner as well. So if you want to fade Salvi because of this position, Pasquantino, I like him a little bit more, especially in first base. Moving to second baseman. So Mookie has second, shortstop, and outfield eligibility. I don't know why they still have Marte being priced as high as he is. But number 1 right now for me is Matt McClain going up against Miami. In Miami, he's averaging 13.52. He's 3,400. I do like Matt McClain there. Number 2 I have is Ozzie Albies. I love this matchup for him. Switch hitters, got 4 home runs this year, going up against Payante. Been a minute since he's had a home run. It's been since April 15th, tax day, so it's been a week. But, I don't want to say he's due, but I do like Ozzie Albies number 2. Number 3 is Jorge Polanco at Boston. Again, I like this matchup for him. He's batting 346 this year. He's a switch hitter going up against Bayo, who's making his debut. So we don't know how long he's going to be in the game. And then, so what it does is, let's say Bayo goes, 4 innings. He doesn't go long, whatever. Then you go check out our bullpen. So the bullpen stats, Boston's bullpen, 4.47 ERA. They've given up 81 hits, 42 earned runs, a 124 whip, and 7 home runs this year so far. And Polanco's been absolutely on fire. So if they get to Bayo early and this bullpen comes in, Jorge Polanco could be in store for a pretty good afternoon. Number 4 I've got is Tommy Edman. He's a switch hitter. He's been killing. He usually kills the Cubs, being with St. Louis and now with Dodgers, and the way he's going at 3,300. I do like him, number 4. And then number 5 right now, I've got Bryson Stott. I love Bryson Stott leading off. He wasn't leading off before. He's then moved into the leadoff role. He's getting pitches he needs to see, 295 batting average. I mean, you can see he's been dominant. He had another home run yesterday in this ballpark, which is a pitcher's ballpark. I like Bryson Stott at number 5. Moving to third base today. Overall, Manny Machado does hit righties better. He's facing Jack Flaherty. He's not my number 1. My number 1 is actually Alex Bregman. Breggy comes in going up against Seattle. He's got 297, batting average. He's facing Bryce Miller. Now, they do strike out, but maybe he's got that dad strength because he just had a kid last week or the week before. So I do like him, number one. Number two, I have Jose Ramirez, who had a big day yesterday against the Yankees. Big home run to start his 2 hits, 1 home run, 4 RBIs, and a run. So he got on there. I do like that matchup there. He's had positive fantasy points 4 straight games. Gets a matchup here, which it's at his home ballpark going up against Will Warren, who's kind of struggled some and had some decent outings. So I do have Jose Ramirez number 2. Number 3, I've actually got Manny Machado, and we talked about that. I like this matchup here. He does better against righties. Number 4, I've got Luis Rengifo. If you want to go him by himself, or if you want to go him in an Angel stack late tonight, I don't mind that. Only averaging 6.52, so I do have him early there. And then number 5 is Austin Riley. I think he had another home run yesterday. He's been absolutely on fire. 6 bombs this year. Just sees the ball well. I like this matchup against Payante there. Or Palante. Again, I don't know how you say his name. Shortstops. Looking at shortstops, I absolutely love that you see the top here, and you don't even see who my number 1 is right now. My number 1 right here is Corey Seager at 3,100. I love Corey Seager's matchup here against the Athletics. I have him number 1, and he is so far down there, people are going to be off of him. Dylan Moore, we talked about him yesterday, or we talked about him for Sunday. I said he was a cheap option. He hit a home run. So I want to know if you guys took that as a home run pick, because we had some fun on Sunday for Easter. But number 1, I do have Corey Seager, who he's so far down that list. Number 2, I do have Bobby Witt Jr. Number 3, I've got Trey Turner, which we can come down here and find him. Number 4 is Ellie De La Cruz, and number 5 is O'Neal Cruz. I'm very surprised at the way these pricing is right now. But yeah, those are my shortstops. And then we look at outfield. Outfield's a different beast. Early projections, I've got Brent Rooker number 1. So I love Brent Rooker here going up against Texas. Batting usually second. He, should get about 4 to 5. It depends on how the game goes, but this Athletics offense has been pretty good. He's averaging 10.61. Corbin Carroll is number 2. He's averaging 16.55. His sophomore slump is over. His junior year in the league is off to a very good start. Number 3 is Byron Buxton, going up against, I think it's Davis Martin. I love this matchup. Number 3 for Buxton. Number 4 is Tatis Jr. Did not hit a home run for us yesterday, which means I bet him yesterday, which means he will hit one today. Number 5 is Wyatt Langford, back off the IL. Great matchup here against the Athletics, averaging 11.63, and he's 3,400. Number 6 is Aaron Judge. He's averaging 17.42. There's not much else I can say about it. Surprised he's that far down. Next up is Jordan or Thordon. I've got him. It is against Chris Bassett, so he's been more disappointing than not. He's only averaging 8.18. So that's definitely one to look at. Number 8 is Tyler Broniel. Like this matchup here against Mitchell Parker. Usually I like to take him against lefties. He's had 2 home runs this year. A good game yesterday with a walk, a run scored, and an RBI. Had 12.7. He is averaging 9.56, and he is there. Next up is Santander. In this matchup, he's averaging 7.01. So he's not doing as well as he did last year, but I do like him. And the final one is James Wood. James Wood in this matchup going up against Dean Kramer. He's got 7 home runs already this year. Been very kind of up and down. So, down game, maybe has an up game here. But I do have James Wood as our final outfielder. So those are the positions all the way through. If you want to check those out, you definitely can. Now we look at all of the batters that have a 10 out of 10 matchup rating. So far through 10,000 simulations, not a ton of them. I will let you know right now, there is not a ton compared to like yesterday. But as of right now, number 1 is Bobby Witt Jr. Number 2 is Aaron Judge. Number 3 is Kyle Tucker. 4 is Byron Buxton. 5, Jonathan India. 6, Taylor Ward. 7, Fernando Tatis Jr. 8, Corey Seager. 9, Vladdy Jr. 10, Yordan Alvarez. 11, Steven Kwan. 12, I would not be surprised if Kwan hits a home run. 12, Trevor Larnach. 13, Nick Castellanos, who did not hit a home run yesterday when the Pope died. Thought he would. He always hits a home run when someone dies, but he did not. And the final one is Juan Soto versus Christopher Sanchez. So those are all of the batters that have a 10 out of 10 matchup rating. Again, not a ton. So looking at pitches be crazy. These are the top 5 pitchers on the slate that face the teams that strike out the most. This is not necessarily the go-to because there are other ones that might have a little bit better odds. But Chris Bubich versus Colorado, loved him today. Colorado strikes out 11.14 times per game, 11.25 on the road. Tanner Bybee versus New York Yankees. Yankees strike out 9.48 times per game, 10 times a game on the road. I think they struck out 12 yesterday. Bryce Miller at Boston. Boston strikes out 9.38 times per game, 8.09 times at home. Number 4 is Nick Martinez versus at Miami. Miami strikes out 9.36 times per game, 8.79 at home. And number 5 is Bailey Falter at the Angels. Angels strike out 9.33 times per game, 9.83 times at home. So if you follow the list and the teams that strike out the most, pitchers, Chris Bubich, number 1, Tanner Bybee, number 2, number 3 is Bryce Miller, 4 is Nick Martinez, and 5 is Bailey Falter. Now, I don't know how much exposure I'll have to Bailey Falter, but I wanted to bring this information to you guys. Then we look at the Makin Bacon bets. If you want to call it that, we definitely can. Do things a little bit differently today. We are going to do some bases, but I also want to do just some home runs. Now, again, these are very boomer bust. It's a home run. So these are the ones. So looking at bases, number 1 today, and these are all to get over 1.5 bases, so 2+ bases. Bobby Witt Jr. versus Ryan Feltner. Number 2 is Brandon Lau versus Brandon Pfaadt. Number 3 is Sal Perez versus Feltner. Number 4 is Alex Bregman versus Bryce Miller. Number 5 is Byron Buxton versus Davis Martin. So again, Bobby Witt Jr. 1, 2 is Brandon Lau, 3 Sal Perez, 4 Alex Bregman, and 5 is Byron Buxton, all to get 2+ bases. Now, if we look at the home run chances, these are the players that have the best chances for home runs today. Aaron Judge versus Bybee. 2 is Byron Buxton versus Davis Martin. 3 is Corey Seager versus Osvaldo Bido. 4 is Brent Rooker versus Patrick Corbin. And number 5 is Andrew Vaughn versus Bailey Ober. So again, that's Aaron Judge, Byron Buxton, Corey Seager, Brent Rooker, and Andrew Vaughn. Now, these are just looking at BVP matchups. These are looking at simulations. These are through 10,000 simulations. So I want to know if you guys like the way this video goes. If you do, let me know. The keyword of the day is going to be Stanley, because Stanley, and I picked it up. So that is what I have. If you like it this way, Top 5 Tuesdays will be a thing every Tuesday. I'm trying to just give you guys some variety in what to expect out of these videos for both MLB, NBA, NFL once it comes back. So that's what we've got. So hopefully you have a great Tuesday, whether or not you're playing DFS, whether or not you're sports betting, whether or not you're just relaxing. Let's have a great day,